Hi, so basically I do have allergies and they're really bad right now, so my voice is rather interesting, so please bear with me. I will try and do my best, but here we go. So, how differences in beliefs and opinions can be communicated successfully. This article will cover the different conflicts today and how these conflicts can be resolved through communication. Three that I will cover is the Iran conflict, voting, and immigration. The Iran conflict. The United Nations Aviation Agency says that it will review the issue of passenger planes flying in conflict zones in the wake of the Flight PS752 disaster that killed 176 people, including 57 Canadians. With all that's going on in Iran, it's best for leaders to come together and talk out an agreement instead of prepare for war. And this says a lot about a country, and the United Nations is reviewing how to make better laws to enforce ways to avoid what happened with that. And I think that's really great, but also at the same time, it's not addressing the issue at hand of what we need to talk about. And so I feel like leaders need to sit down together and talk about what's wrong and what they need to fix, and all come to an agreement. Next one is voting. And the voting, there's been a lot of violence recently with voting because people are so strong-willed about their opinions and refuse to listen to anyone else's. But the important thing about having a strong opinion is listening to other strong-willed people, because then you learn things from them. And over here we have a chart of the people that have voted from every year since 1960 to 2008. They had a dip when some of the violence started to occur, and this is showing that people were basically afraid to leave their house just because of the election violence. Third issue is immigration. Often spurred by specific immigration crises, such as the 19th century influx of Europeans and Chinese to the United States and the 21st century mass movement of Africans to Europe, a number of organizations have arisen around the world to help immigrants overcome legal and societal obstacles to assimilate successfully into their new countries. So, basically, a lot of organizations have helped immigrants come into this country that are struggling right now, which is an amazing thing, but it shouldn't just be volunteers and people that don't know what they're doing trying to help these people. And a lot of people disagree on this, and this is why it's not a government thing to help immigrants. And so having a panel come together and look at the facts and come to a conclusion based on a vote could most likely put the whole thing to rest, and we could definitely find a better way to help everyone in this country, and if we can help everyone that needs help. In conclusion, talking and trying to communicate can almost always solve conflict before any violence is needed. The different conflicts in the world right now would be a lot closer to solving the issue than if we turned to violence. And then my We're Excited page.